It's true though.
Just jump into it.
It's true. I don't trust.
I just threw that out there as one.
A dog is always loyal. A cat is always looking out for his own self first.
You don't really.
And then he's affectionate. Cats are affectionate, but
yeah. Well, let's kick it off right. We're filming, so position your mics, and let's just jump it right into it. It's not even waste time.
No, I mean, getting into it. I mean, I think the truth is you don't necessarily. I don't think you ever own a cat. The cat owns you. Like at one point, it's true that at one point they can get up and walk away. They're just built different. So which is why I'm more of a dog person. The cat people have a special place. I'm not sure
in society
where that fits in. I feel like
there's no old crazy dog lady. There's a crazy cat lady, right?
Well, where did that stereotype start? You think like old great?
I mean,
how many old ladies have you seen with cats?
Well, The Simpsons did it for me.
Right?
I got one for you guys.
Yeah.
This person passed away and left his house for his cat. Like his will was to leave the house for the cat.
Didn't someone leave? Didn't someone die and leave $10 million for the dog?
The person passed away, and it was just the cat living in a house for X amount of time.
It's very lazy, by the way. And I think the issue is you can become a crazy cat person. It's very lazy. You can't become a crazy dog person because cats can survive on their own. Like it's just like you can just like
a dog,
a dog can't.
My dog can't.
No, not leave them outside for like a week. They'll survive. They adapt.
What, a cat or a dog you're referring to?
A cat itself. Like you could be a crazy cat person and have 12 cats and not really pay attention to it. Just throw a little, you just throw food outside or whatever. They'll come back.
Just scatter
Can't do that with dogs.
Scatter
Dogs need a little more TLC, a little more affectionate. Again, shout out to all the cat owners. Veto's part of our team. So I feel bad.
And she loves dogs too. She loves dogs too, but she
loves all sorts of human.
Cats.
I mean,
she's a cat
creature.
Yeah,
I just think if you, I think if we pray, if you pray really hard, you can become a cat person. that would be.
I haven't seen that tweet.
No, that would be. Shout out to all the cat people out there.
But yeah, it's true. I mean, a cat is just not. It's not high maintenance. The cat is like
you can go on vacation for a week, 2 weeks, and your cat will be perfectly fine when you come back home.
Well, why were you thinking about? Who was thinking about cats? Why are we talking about cats?
Well,
the show Cats.
I do.
Oh, that. Oh.
You know what JAG Past 5 is? Is a long Bing. Remember the old Bing commercials where it was like Ohio, Cincinnati Bengals, Bengal Tiger. Or like
yeah. Oh my God! But does anyone still use Bing?
No.
If I go to Bing.com, I'm gonna go to Bing.com right now.
Something like that. Yeah. Yes. So anyways, JAG Past 5. Let me try that again. JAG Past 5, episode 3. We got Jimmy in the building.
John Michael's making his, his back, his newly father figure. Making
Welcome to the club.
The work professional environment comeback.
The professional environment. I mean, if you want, I'll start screaming. If you're gonna want to feed me a little bit, make me feel comfortable. You can feed me grapes or not. How's that becoming a dad, man? How do you feel?
It's awesome, man. It's. I hate saying it because it's so cliche, but it's a blessing, man. It's. I get it now. You never hear until you experience it. You really understand. It's as. Sorry, Juan.
No.
But I was in your shoes not that long ago, just a few months ago, and it's just the little things, man. Just waking him up in the mornings, to feed, and just how happy he is, and just how he reacts to me already, and it's just
he's over 3 months old, right?
No, he turns 2 on June 20th. 2 months on June 20th.
It's a game changer.
June 21st.
And Luke gonna test, and you'll see it now. Like once you start loving you back, that's when it starts to become
that's
in the beginning it's just like you don't feel it, but once you start to react and do that,
right, that's what me and my wife were talking about, that we can't wait for him to show the affection, to give back the love, because right now it's just smiling and just it's fun now, don't get me wrong, it's better than the first 2-3 weeks. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, it's definitely good to have you back. We missed you a lot.
Missed you, man. We need to get more get you back in the Friday Funny Mix.
I know,
he's one of our all-stars. She's one of
the MVP as far as
one of our all-stars.
I always remember the first time that you got on camera, which is pretty funny. I wish we should.
Close to 2 years ago.
That should be like a behind the scenes type thing. Remember the first time?
Yeah, we
Get to
did.
know John Michael.
I didn't know my name.
You don't know your name, but
We
you
did
were
a
sweating
sweet-
so much. It was
Like,
hilarious.
Listen,
my name is
that was
Ask Juan how.
Juan. What's my name?
yeah.
The thing is,
Line.
me and Jimmy hit it off early because we sat next to each other when we were in the trenches, and like we just had a lot of like things in common, and we just we always hit it off. So the day I had to do the get to know, because it wasn't called get to know at the time, but it was
It was a highlight, yeah.
we used to highlight new employees, which we don't do anymore. Not that we can't, we just don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
The get to knows are.
yeah
are-
now it's more.
Yeah, and now it's evolving. All these segments are evolving as we're growing, but that one
This
definitely.
room is evolving.
The room is evolving. Yeah, even this little like you came back, this looked completely different.
For sure.
But yeah, that day we filmed a 30-minute segment for 2 hours, and I almost lost my mind
I saw his frustration.
because he wouldn't get his name right.
I
He wouldn't get
my
his name right, and I was looking at it. I'm like, nah, this can't be happening.
Talk about getting uncomfortable and practicing. Right now, it's a little like second nature. Now you're like a staple.
He's a staple in
The
the
comedy.
Fridays,
You're like
yeah.
going all Steve Carell and everybody.
The
man, which
lines
is-
just they can just come to my head.
Jimmy-
I get
has-
it's
Just,
just,
I don't think about it too much.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the problem. I don't think about it. Too
it's hard, man. It's hard to be on camera, and it was just I remember because back then, shout out to Ketamine Health Centers. They used to come in and do their podcast here. I was there with Lewis, and then I'm like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta record this podcast.
That's right.
And he was there alone with John Michael, and I would poke my head over, and like he was visibly like, "Yo, what do I gotta do here?" Like,
Yeah, I was out of ideas.
Because I got another one. Who was more uncomfortable, John Michael or Chris Alvarez the first time he got on camera?
Oh, listen.
The thing, okay.
Chris cracked his knuckles so much that he might have arthritis like right now.
The thing about it, Jimmy was like more. I want to do it. I keep messing up, but like, okay, I'll get it. So like, it was bearable because I was like, all right, bro. But Chris Alvarez was like, he was like lost.
Yeah.
He was just like
Bewildered.
He was bewildered. It's an excellent way to put that.
To speak out of experience, it's just you start thinking about what you want to say instead of just saying it.
Yeah.
So you're almost like a sentence ahead of when
Yeah.
you're actually what you're talking about.
It's
so
like-
when you're speaking, you're thinking of what you're saying next,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just that's how you forget your name.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's-
My name is
Juan Miguel.
and I was just like, Jim, just I don't know what to do here, bro. Because like at first I was like, bro, don't worry about it. Like it's chill, just relax, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let's break it up into like sections. Say your name, and then I'll do B-roll.
Yeah, that's the way
and
we
I'll
ended
cut
up
it.
doing it.
Now,
We ended up
now you're a
doing it, it
budding.
worked out.
Look, you made
That's
it.
what
You're a
we
budding YouTube star. Look where we're at right now. We get your wife, your mom, my mom, everybody.
I mean,
Your brother's gonna watch it. Juan.
everyone's first time I think goes a little rough. I don't know if you remember before we even had cameras set up, whatever. We have the bell here where people ring it, and then
When we close an account,
when they
right?
close a huge account.
We close some
Are you gonna
accounts.
say?
we
Are you gonna
stop
say that
ringing
I
it.
was nervous in front of the camera?
No, listen. First of all, it wasn't a camera; it was a phone. But
you evolved.
So yeah, exactly. So and it was my old Android phone, which was really rough. That was terrible.
Made me
That
look
was-
thinner though, which I enjoyed.
But I'm like, okay, let's do some stories about the bell and what it means and whatever. I get Fernie. Fernie talks for like 2 minutes, which was too much.
2 minutes too many.
Yeah. And then whatever, Doug comes in, and then I'm like, okay, let's do you. I'm like, and you're like, we try a couple times, and you're like, hey man, I can't be serious. I can't do this.
Who is this guy?
Yeah,
You can't.
Gaz was like, I
do it.
can't.
Can't do it.
So then we did like a sarcastic version of the video, and it was better. And that's kind of when like I understood. I'm like, okay, like I can't. You can't script you. You could put like guidelines. It'd be like, this is what we have to hit.
Can't be managed.
You're
That's the thing.
me as
Cannot be contained.
it's kind of like
Like I'm gonna, you can kind of stop me, but you can't contain me. Like I'm gonna get 20 and 10, right? I might not get 35 points and 15 rebounds, but I'm gonna give you my 20 points, 10 rebounds. Punch my card.
No, yeah, definitely. You having the your star power was very fortunate
The
and
outlet.
serendipitous for us
yes.
to have such magnanimous star
Can
power.
you imagine if we just had to make videos about insurance?
Imagine you weren't here. Fernie would be hilarious.
Oh, the
Shout out to
the
episode 2.
shot at the scale would be so low. I mean, the skill of insurance is so low anyway that it gives me confidence to be kind of like do anything, right? This is why we're here.
Yeah.
If we were
There's
like,
there's no one in insurance.
there's
It's
no
funny.
So
Maybe
gives
Sean.
me- it's
Oh
hard to
no!
make
What's our
insurance
boy's
funny.
name?
Who? Scott Howe?
Scott Howe's funny.
Scott's funny.
Scott Howe
Scott's funny.
is the Hulk Hogan of insurance.
I want to ask John Michael something because I think this is just, and let's keep the light, but I want to know like your first sales call, or give me your most awkward sales call.
Well, it was my mom.
You try to close your mouth. It's
She
not
almost
worse than
didn't get
mine.
it too. No,
I don't know about this guy.
Who's this guy? Give it to your boss.
You know, it's crazy. It really is crazy how much it's, you know, I've how much more comfortable I am speaking with clients, you know, from 2 years ago, you know, because I started February 2019. Lord knows that first year of 2019, you know, it's just, I'm learning, you know, I don't count it as the start of my book. I started the start of my book January 2020, put it that way, you know.
It's all good.
He became an insurance agent during
Right,
the
January
pandemic. The worst
2020.
time to become an
And,
insurance agent.
you
Shout out
know-
to Sean Fitzpatrick.
No, man,
Fitzgerald.
it
Fitzgerald, my bad.
no, not for anything. It's just me personally. I'm the type of person, I don't like, you know, looking like a fool, talking to someone, at least pretending like
I don't know if that's
know.
you personally or everybody on the planet.
Let me
No,
ask
I
you something.
know, but-
When the food comes to your table and it's the wrong order, do you send it back or you just suck it up and eat it?
Oh, that's a good question. I've probably done both. depends
It's
depends
how
how,
bad it
good.
is?
Depends how good.
The follow-up meal is.
Yeah, because if I really wanted something, I mean, you're crushed. If you like when you order Uber Eats, and they bring you the wrong order, there is.
Well, you got to eat it because it takes 45
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
at
right,
that point,
right.
you
Yeah, and,
But-
you paid $48 for a $12 meal.
But still, you're just like you know, like you're
Let me tell you
expecting.
something.
Imagine you're expecting
I'm gonna
something.
I'm
and-
gonna go on a little bit of a rant here.
Okay.
Uber Eats is simultaneously the best and worst thing ever.
I
Okay,
agree.
because
I agree.
Amen, brother.
it is first of all, ever since they bought Postmates went to shit.
Well, did you
Yeah.
see Postmates, the new app?
No,
It's Uber Eats app.
yeah, no,
It's
no,
the
no,
Uber Eats
no,
app
no,
now.
no shit. And then, but one of the worst things, I've had a couple of frustrating experiences. One of them was, I remember this girl I was dating at the time, we ordered, and it like took like it was like the situation with Johnny, which Johnny Benitez, what a saint, waited
What a
2
saint.
hours for Chicken Kitchen, and then
And they got the wrong order.
never got delivered.
Never got delivered.
But the problem with it's like you could wait the 2 hours and you can't cancel it.
Yeah.
Because if you cancel it after an hour and a half, you still get charged. So
Yeah,
you have to suck it. You,
Yeah, so
you have
and
to
then
put up with it.
They call after, and I call, or I forgot what I did, and they're like, no, that restaurant closed. They're not gonna send your order, and I'm like, well, why the hell didn't you just tell
Why
me?
didn't you just tell
it
me
was?
that?
Why was it available on the app?
It's happened to me with Los Ranchos.
I'm like,
Los Ranchos in Bayside, it closed, and I guess because of COVID. We ordered. We would order from Los Ranchos maybe like once every 2 weeks. You know, we get your chicken
It's a good deal.
churrasco.
It's a good deal.
It is,
I
and
don't- I
one
don't
plate.
have-
One plate is big enough for two people.
a good deal.
It's big portions, you know. And the same thing, we ordered,
Tax break.
waited an hour and a half, and
and nothing. And the thing is,
Bro, I'm not gonna pay double for a meal, bro. I just
Well,
can't.
but here's the problem. See, Uber Eats is pure laziness, right? Like I'm the takeout guy.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather call on the way and pick it up and
yeah,
take it.
I'm the
for
same
sure.
way.
The food's
For
gonna
sure.
get better because you got to choose and pick. I mean, you can't order a lot of foods Uber Eats because it's just not gonna carry well.
I'm not even.
from a
I don't
delivery.
even like takeout that much, bro. I like hot food, and I don't eat leftovers. Do you like
you know,
leftovers?
what do you mean?
I don't eat leftovers.
I didn't like leftovers when I lived at home with mom. The moment I started living
Once
by
you start
myself,
doing your own thing, you gotta
leftovers
do it.
started tasting a lot better. You
But
know, it's
you had a take. What was your take? I don't take you as a DoorDash Uber eater.
I mean, I'll do it. It's honestly pure laziness.
Well, I mean, clearly, right?
It's pure laziness. I just think it's just nothing besides being lazy financially. It's really a bad deal, right? You're
It's a
paying for
horrendous
Uber,
deal.
You're being like, and
You're paying more for the food, and it's noticeably less quality.
it's more expensive. But I would say this, you know, any financial planner, anybody that's involved, and we're in the insurance side. But I don't think any financial planner should be allowed to order Uber Eats. It's like the complete opposite.
It's
of what you're trying to like accomplish.
yeah,
for you
like
and
you
your
should
clients.
ask your financial planner. And by the way, do you order Uber Eats? And
That's
they say
like,
yes.
I'm questioning.
They started questioning.
Do you
the
ask your
motives
doctor
there.
if he smokes? And if the doctor smokes, that's it. You're never going back there.
No.
It's very similar.
Great question.
Dude,
Well, it's like me. I give great advice. I don't follow it. But
I'm Dr. Phil, but when it
I'm
comes
like-
to me,
to
I
go back
just-
to the Uber Eats Postmates thing, I pay the $9.99 a month
Yeah, I used
for
to do
the
that too.
unlimited deliveries. You get a discount with the service fees,
you're losing, bro. This
but
guy's losing.
Yeah, like-
now they do. You could pay like $50 or $60 up front, and then it's for the whole entire year rather than paying the $10 every month.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
I mean, you as a your family comes from the restaurant business, and you
Restaurateur. I use the word restaurateur, by the way. Just throwing it out.
it's that. But I mean,
purveyor of restaurants.
but you've told me how Uber Eats gets percentage of the check, right?
Yeah.
Like a 30% of the check.
they,
Yeah,
so,
the
they
restaurant.
are. They
so even when how mad
Checking the
does your family get whenever somebody orders
No,
a pickup
not a good
Uber Eats,
situation. Not a good
because Uber
Here.
Eats and Postmates you could do pickup orders now.
Yeah.
So instead of actually calling, it's just the laziness of actually interacting with a human being
Yeah.
of ordering the food that you rather just order
Can I
through
tell
an
you
app.
something, though?
I today I left. Today's what, Thursday? What do I do
Yes.
Friday? Left the house today. I looked around. Way too many people. Things are way too expensive. Like, I'm shutting it down till next Monday. I'm going back home. Like, this is just
Where were you that?
just left the house. Just driving around. I came back.
You looked
here.
around your house and you're like, there's too many people in this house.
Too many people around, just everywhere, and like I look around, everything's so expensive. Like, I'm just going back home.
It's Miami, dude.
Everything's so
Yeah,
expensive.
dude, Miami.
Hey, and
Miami.
everything's gonna get worse. More people moved that, bro. There's a record number of people moving here from San Francisco, New York, all those places.
All
'cause
those places.
And
Because
cash deals.
they
too,
talk
man.
all this
It's just
crap.
it,
They
and
talk
they're-
all this crap about Florida. They make fun of Florida,
They
but
all
they
wanna
all
come here.
But they
come
want in
down
on the
to-
action, bro.
They want in on the action because we're
Yeah.
all
But,
out of commodity.
I'll-
Why, they're gonna suffer, bro. When they wait till one of these guys from San Francisco pulls up to a Versailles and they don't speak English. Good luck.
Oh,
Sergio's.
That's gonna be glorious.
No, you know what? It doesn't happen at
We're gonna edit
Sergio's
that.
because Sergio's, they speak both English and Spanish and also AI because now they have robotic.
They
First
have
of all-
a robot.
Not because
Guys, look at me.
not because you're my boss, but Sergio's, it's absolutely in the top of the Cuban food chain echelon list.
I think it's the top.
It is the top. It is the top.
Yes, it is.
It's the Alabama football.
It is. It
Oh,
is.
I thought he was gonna say the Alabama of the United States. I was like,
Alabama
I don't know
football.
if that's what you're
That's
trying
not
to
where
say.
you.
Your brother's Nick Saban.
Yeah. My mom is Nick Saban. I think
Your
my
brother, your mom
Nick
is Nick Saban.
Your
Your-
mom-
And
yeah,
my brother's the offensive coordinator.
yeah.
Dude, what one thing, and let's, because this falls into line of something that I'm passionate about too, is John Michael's the self-proclaimed The Office guru,
Yeah.
right? The Office show, which I'm a big fan of as well.
I have Peacock. We do pay for Peacock.
I know what that
So
is.
That's the
NBC?
NBC app.
NBC
NBC's
Universal
like
streaming
Netflix.
service.
It is.
Oh, they're flipping on that too.
Yep. So
Everyone, listen.
That's
Everyone's
the
hungry
future.
to stream, man.
Listen, man.
Where is
Cable cord cutting, man. I haven't had cable
Which is
in,
ironic because they
in like
own Comcast.
4 or 5
Yeah.
years. But it's it's just, but you end up paying for all these subscriptions and it ends up being the same price as cable.
Give me a little office trivia here. Give me like the most obscure. Give me the most interesting character you think in the show.
Oh, Creed.
Creed.
That's me. That's a softball.
It's
Really?
Yeah.
It's Creed is.
I mean, he had the easiest job in show business. He didn't have complicated lines to learn.
Well, most of the lines
But-
are improv. Them.
I mean,
they have to be.
but he had
They
their
have to be.
one-liners just be awkward. For me, that Creed is like, okay, underrated.
Underrated. Okay, maybe
Underrated.
underrated.
His
maybe
base
underrated.
like bit was like.
Keep it running when he becomes
your,
the actual manager.
What is it when he's what's he saying? There, he's like, "Oh, who's your pen guy? Paying too much for your pens or something like that."
Yeah.
That's that whole bit.
All right, underrated. Let's. I think Ryan for me was one of the most underrated guys.
I couldn't stand Ryan.
But
He's
also-
actually one of the main writers too.
He's a writer, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, talk about writers of The Office. One of the writers is now signed to Metal Arc with Dan Le Batard.
Yes, I saw that. Mose.
Mose, yeah,
Mose.
I forgot his name.
I know his name in the show. Mose.
Mo's actually a writer in the show.
Yeah, he's another writer,
and
and
he's a brilliant
He is,
comedic
he
writer.
is.
Yeah,
with the beard.
now they're- yeah.
and,
and he would run. Yeah, it's pretty.
but
That's
yeah,
my dream job,
it's just
comedic
I watch The Office. Like I could put on any season at any point, like any episode,
And you can get
and
it.
it's you like I just end up picking up on like these little minor like details
Short
that it's
is
just yes, and it's just
Hope
I'm
it's
like
on the right.
this is genius. Like it's just genius.
How many seasons did The
comedy.
Office run for? I haven't seen The Office ever.
Nine.
Yeah, it's offensive.
Nine.
Nine
Nine.
seasons?
The first season was, I believe, only 6 episodes.
Okay, yeah.
But
Pilot season.
2 through 9 were over 20 episodes per season. So
What
about
season
one?
does Steve Carell leave? Because he leaves at
at
some
the
point.
season
the end.
7.
The season.
7. Then
Then
comes
it's Robert
D'Angelo
California.
D'Angelo Vickers.
D'Angelo Vickers is underrated. Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
I think Will Ferrell's. I love watching him.
He
I
was
don't-
great.
I can watch anything that's Will
The
Ferrell.
world needs more Will Ferrell movies. Like, where's
He
he,
was
at? dude?
great.
You know,
Where's that guy at?
I was rewatching.
Just
Uh,
he produces a lot now. He
Yeah.
produces a lot with Adam McKay, and they actually produce on serious movie. What's this movie?
I'm available, Will, if you need me. Like, I don't,
With
I don't know
Adam
what's
McKay that they just did. I think Vice, the one about Dick Cheney. Will Ferrell was one of the producers for that.
yeah,
for
him
that
and Adam
movie.
McKay go back.
But like, yeah, they're like they're tackling more
Serious,
movies.
subjects.
I always thought about doing something in the office. What was the Emmys he would give out?
the
The
Dundies,
Dundies,
The
dude. We should do the Dundies
We
in
should.
the office.
the Jaggies.
But obviously,
I wanted to do an office roast where I was emceeing it. I had jokes for everybody.
That's dangerous.
And Juan just forbid me from doing
yeah,
it.
it's
On
dangerous.
Office roast,
Have you ever done a roast before?
Yeah.
we would never recover.
I've done a roast before, and I made a girl cry.
Oh, did,
Yeah.
The roaster.
Roast? No, I was the roaster. I roasted some chick one time and she cried. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's
And her
just-
boyfriend was like, "Yo, that was funny though, bro. Like, I'm not even mad at you. That was funny because it's true." And I was like, "My bad,
I
bro."
mean,
I'm
it
gonna-"
takes.
taking a joke is more important than dishing it out.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Say it. Say that line.
No, I was gonna say the same thing. I'm just saying that from being like the roast. I thought they were whenever they do them on Comedy Central, I think they're brilliant. Like the one, it's because obviously they're all thought out and the writers help the guests, right? They
Of
write
course.
the jokes for them, but they go out like the Justin Bieber one was
That was a
hilarious.
good one. The
Well,
Justin
I mean,
Bieber
Justin
one
Bieber got
and the
mad.
Rob Lowe one was a
They-
good one
they-
too.
But it's not. None of it is not so far fetched, right? That's the thing about comedy too. Like you have some sort of truth and to be able to say
Yeah.
stuff that you think about, but then actually say it out loud.
Yeah.
That's where you can kind of hit somebody.
Say, like, people who are comedically inclined know how to say the thing at the right time,
Correct. Timing is so important, and,
and
it's just
and
like,
having the balls to say the thing.
yeah, correct.
Like to say, like to deliver the line with confidence, and which
Yeah.
one of not Jimmy.
Yeah,
I
because
look
if you
over there,
deliver, if you deliver like, hey, no one cares.
but-
Weird-
Line.
Yeah, it's the combination of like seriousness, sarcasm,
Tone
just
and delivery.
timing, tone. It's just I'm good with the sarcasm. Like that's always been my like I guess niche of
Yeah.
me being funny with people.
I believe it's pronounced niche.
Niche.
French.
Okay, hey,
Yeah.
it is French.
I mean, right?
Niche. I say
No,
niche.
I don't even
You
wanna
say niche.
I say niche.
niche.
Yeah.
It's niche.
I don't know whether the confusion lies because it should be just one pronunciation for a word.
It's just
But that's a
American-
complicated one.
Americans doing American things. All right, well, guys, you gotta go get a haircut. So let's wrap up this episode real quick. Jimmy, we're really happy to have you back, bro.
Glad to be
It's such
back,
a
man.
blessing to finally see you, and congrats on your baby.
Thank you. And you too,
Gat-
man. I mean, I know you're
I had a baby
father.
too.
I know. Second one. So
How old is your daughter now?
Sierra is 7 months old, and then Leona's turning 3 in September.
Sierra Leona. If you have a third kid, man, you can't name them like Jack or Jill.
No, I cannot. It has to be like another exotic name.
So Sierra wasn't a COVID baby
I think she was conceived prior to COVID.
prior to COVID.
Probably a month prior to COVID.
John-Luc is a COVID baby.
Yeah.
He's a COVID
Well,
baby.
yeah, I
much
think
to do.
Sandra's kid's also a COVID baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get bored in office hours, bro. Take a little break. Lunch turns into 2 hours sometimes, you know? What are you going to do? So anyways, good to
Well,
have you back, man.
congratulations. You're gonna be tired for the rest of your life. So congrats.
For the rest of your life.
I hope you watched enough TV. I told you to watch TV before the babies because now you're done. Because now it's like this whole balance of like, do I want to commit the hour and a half, 2 hours of my free time, or should I go to sleep because I'm gonna be tired? So it's like this whole.
Yeah.
It is a dilemma.
It's
I'm
a
running
dilemma.
into that
It's a
now
huge
because
dilemma.
the baby's in bed by 8, and then usually
You're cruising like what? I don't want to commit. There's so many options.
I don't want to go to
don't
sleep
wanna
yet, but and then you don't want to go to sleep yet because it's still early, like, and it's just like I
Yeah, dude.
finally put the baby down. I want some time, for myself with me and my wife, but then
Or you can call me. I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But man, you know what happens? It's
FaceTime me, bro.
I
You
turn
call
out.
me all the
I
time.
put on a show. We're watching Westworld now, And
season 1 or 2.
I'm in season 2 now. I
That
finished,
show
yeah.
is bananas.
It is. It is.
That's what she said.
It is really well written, man.
They're funny.
Really, really well written. Just the way it makes
It's
you think.
it's Jonathan Nolan. It's Chris Nolan's brother.
Is
so,
it? I mean, it has to.
Oh, Nolan.
So is
The
that
Nolans.
in the
nepotism?
family.
Is that nepotism?
No, I don't think it's
No,
nepotism.
Did I
It
say
would
that
be
right?
nepotism if it would be nepotism if he got him the job.
And we don't know he didn't.
So it could be 50-50.
But Jonathan's
Jonathan's
been his co-writer on a lot of things. So
That's considered a hot take, I think. Is that the definition? Is that a hot take?
maybe.
Maybe.
It's
That
the
just
same thing.
burned
Like
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I take anything with nepotism a little personal, but
That's what.
But yeah,
she
I fall
said.
asleep when I watch shows now. Well, I was saying, I fall asleep. I put on a show. I just end up falling asleep
well, the
watching
thing is,
it.
before we
Hey.
close out, I just need to say that like choosing a show has become exhausting because there is so much content. Do you watch the
so
show?
much crap out there.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the
listen,
I
problem.
don't really watch TV, dude.
I mean, look, you can just go on YouTube, watch JAG Studios, and that can just fill up your.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
talk
Jack
about
absolutely.
Studios. Hey, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, and if you want, comment. But it helps if you subscribe and you like it. And you guys should be doing that on your personal accounts
click
too.
the little
I
little
do.
bell.
I do. I
Yeah,
do. I
I'm
already
doing
did it.
I mean,
Yeah.
doing it.
I don't know if I think you're lying because I told
I
you
am
about the
not.
last 2 episodes and you're like, what? what is
He
Start
might not
quizzing
have
it.
the bell clicked.
I'm gonna start quizzing people. Let's start quizzing people. What did I say in episode 29?
Oh, you saw it? Oh yeah. What did I say?
Oh, I say-
Minutes.
Well, that's funny because what I'm gonna start doing is we should just do like a little joke about somebody. Let's just test Fernie and Doug, throw a little burn at them, and see if they watch it.
See, they're watching. No, for sure, Fernie is not watching this.
Fernie.
For sure, he's not
I
watching
really love that Fernie was very adamant in the prior episode that he is funny. He was
Well,
very.
Well,
our
follow up on that. I made a after doing a little bit of a reflection on that. It's not that he's not funny. I think he needs to work on his delivery.
Uh-huh.
So he has a lot of funny things. It's just the delivery is somewhat choppy.
He is.
You agree with me?
Very.
I think that Fernie needs to just practice. Take some
May-
BP,
maybe
bro.
He's like
You know
an
what we do?
actor.
BP.
Is that
Let's get him
Fernie
in.
right
Let's just
there?
tickle him.
The-
Let's just tickle Fernie. Let's just tickle Fernie. Let's just tickle
He's
see him laugh.
He's
Tickle
like
me,
an actor
Fernie?
who has one expression.
Tickle me,
You
Fernie.
get me?
He didn't think you were in there. He didn't think it was funny about the ghost thing. That thing was hilarious.
No, that's hilarious. That's comedic gold. That's
Listen,
hilarious.
comedic, and that's why.
But the
You're
thing is,
genius.
like, listen, I'm gonna be
The good
100.
thing, I'll tell you.
Can I be 100%
Guys, what I'm
honest
saying.
here? This is the most honest I could be.
We do gotta wrap
If-
up though. We're at our,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
past
yeah.
our limit here, boys.
Okay.
The things
what
that
you
you do
said.
to Fernie, I don't think I would stay friends with you. I don't think I would. I would be like, hey,
Look,
I'm
first of
selling
all,
my third of the company and I'm leaving.
I do it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just Fernie's a polarizing figure, so he tends to get more of the attention.
Fernie makes it easy.
He's polarizing, so it makes it. I do got something on my sleeve that's coming out that I'm working on that'll be funny, but not
Is
just
it
him.
start
I
with a
got-
K?
Yeah, everybody. I'm putting everybody on notice right now. I'm putting everybody on notice.
Stay tuned
Everybody's
for that,
coming.
guys. We're gonna have
Stay
that coming.
tuned
I
for
got
that.
off. I got offered a role in that one.
Yeah, he's in. He's in. You know, but the other thing is funny. The last thing I talk about Fernie, but I remember because I guess we're gonna talk about him. It's polarizing, right? There was a time that we would go to lunch
Yeah,
all the
make sure
time,
these cameras are running.
and then every time we go to lunch, as we were walking by him, I would just walk up to him and grab his hand.
Oh my god,
Like,
that's
all
my
the time.
favorite
And
thing.
he would always go, like he just like, but
up,
just
bro?
like, what's the big deal? Like just hold hands. Like, dude, it's 2020. Like, who cares? So we'd be walking, and if someone's walking toward us, I'd just get next to him and grab it, and he would just go, "What are you doing?"
I like that you said that it's 2020, and
So
so
he
sounds
would-
like you did this recently.
Well, 2019. I don't know what day it is or years. But
What
the
year?
funny thing is, I would
What
do
day
it.
is it today?
I don't even know. It's after 5 though. So
Yes.
when he would do the thing, he would get mad, but then it'd make it funnier because the people in front, I'd be like, "Why are you doing it in front of people?"
It's the point.
he would get so annoyed.
Oh,
He
he
was
must be
making
mad
a
at his.
scene.
He must be mad at his boyfriend.
yeah, exactly. It was kind of like one of those things where he's like, why? Like, why? I go,
Why don't you love me?
No, just like, why? What's the
It's
big deal? And he'd be like,
brilliant,
this, stop. And so he would sometimes walk a little bit faster than me. But that was another funny thing that I'm going to do it to him again.
Well, gentlemen, thank you guys for another great episode of JAG Past 5. Guys, stay tuned,
This was
please.
fun.
Episode 3, dude. Congratulations. I already know the name of the episode. Again, subscribe and like it on our YouTube channel. You guys do the same thing. And we will see you guys next week.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's what she said.